I went from getting below 1,000 views to getting 10 million views a month for a year straight, and in this video I want to run you through the exact scripting framework I used to do so. This is also the same framework I've used on my clients' videos, and it's been able to get them millions of views and lots of clients through their content as well. But most of you think scripting is just scripting, but no, it's actually an art. And once you master it, well, your videos are going to perform better than ever. And in this video, I'm also going to run you through a live example of me scripting a video, so you know exactly how to script a video rather than me just telling you what to do. You're going to see me do it in action. First of all, why is scripting short form videos important? So number one, of course, you're going to have structure to your videos, and once you're filming them, you're going to be able to like look back and forth and just know, okay, I need to say this, I need to say that, and it kind of saves you time as well at the same time. That makes sense. And number two, scripting videos allows you to add human psychology into the script structure, which makes people actually want to watch your videos longer. And number three, scripting allows you to know exactly what you need to say within your videos, like I'm doing right now. I have a script structure that I'm following within this video, and I'm going to follow it throughout, look back and forth, but I'm also going to go off the top of my head as well. The first of the framework is the most important, but the most overlooked, and this is the hook. Okay, the hook of your video is super important, and at the start of this video I used a hook to hook you in, and this is most important in your short form videos though, because short form videos, people's attention span's finished. Okay, have you ever seen someone scroll on TikTok? It's insane, or Instagram, whatever. They're like this, scroll, 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 scroll. They don't even take like 0.2 seconds to look at the video. Their brain just tells them to scroll. So this is super important. The hook is very, very important. You need to hook your viewer in. And there's three types of hooks you can use within your videos, and I want to go through them right now. So one, I don't really want to put it in the script structure because it's nothing to do with the script, but it's a visual hook. So a visual hook is basically something coming on your screen straight away to make the viewer stop scrolling and intrigue them for more. I like to follow a really simple framework within my visual hooks. It's basically a title summarizing the video in 6 words or less, and then an image creating curiosity, and also an image making the video look quality. That's the kind of framework I like to follow within my videos for the visual hook, and it's super important to hook your audience in with a visual hook. And if you add all of these three together that I'm about to speak about, it's going to be insane. People are literally going to stop scrolling and watch your videos. Okay, so that's number one, which is a visual hook. I kind of want to put this here, but I don't know if I should. So visual hook. Okay, so that's the first hook, which is a visual hook. I know it's not part of the script structure, but you need it. Okay, the second is part of the script structure, and this is a controversial hook. So as I said at the beginning, I went on to get 10 million views a month for around a year straight, and all I did in those videos was be controversial, literally. If you go to my TikTok account, it's called Growth with James, and you scroll right the way down, because I've posted more content and it's all flopped because I changed niches, but I'm not going to get into that. It was a fitness skits, so I was doing fitness funny skits, and all of them were controversial. Like if you watch some of them, you'll probably like question me a bit, but like that's okay. But that's why they work so well, because they were controversial. Controversy always does super well. Look at the most famous man in the world right now, Andrew Tate. Okay, well, not right now, but back in like a year ago, he was controversial, and that's why he got so much attention, because controversy always wins. So a controversial hook is saying something controversial at the start of your videos to stop the viewer from scrolling. Okay, and this is basically something like, let me do an example. Let's just say fitness example, because geez, look at them. A fitness example. So let's just say you're making a video about chest day. You could say the worst exercise you could do on chest day is bench press, for example. That's super controversial because most people bench press and they think it's going to grow their chest, which it probably does grow people's chest, like it grows mine. But I'm just saying that is very controversial, and you can use that as leverage within your videos to stop the viewers scroll. Okay, so that's an example of a controversial hook, and it's very important to use that within your videos. Okay, so I'm going to put controversy on here. And the final hook that you can really use within your videos is something called, I like to call anyway, an authority hook. And this authority hook is basically, all this is doing is it's really just positioning yourself as an authority, okay? And this is going to stop the viewers scroll, because they're going to see you as an authority and they're going to be like, okay, damn, this guy or girl knows exactly what they're speaking about, so they're going to stop the scroll. So for example, you can use clients' results as leverage. In this bit, you could say something like, my client just got to 100k followers, for example. Or let's keep with the fitness examples. This is how my client lost 20 pounds in 4 weeks, for example, okay? And you could say that in your videos, and that's an authority. It's positioning yourself as an authority. And I actually used an authority hook within this video, because I said at the start of my videos, I've been able to get over 100+ million views, or I've been able to get 10 million views a month for a year straight. That positions me as an authority, and I probably showed some proof on the screen as well. And you can also use that as leverage, okay? And that's kind of part of the visual hook as well. So those are the 3 hooks you can use. So I'm going to put authority. Okay, so that's the hook structure, and I know this isn't on the wall properly, but I want it on the wall properly. I'm going to do it, but yeah, you just have to bear with me a bit, okay? Now, yes, the hook is very important, but if you do not have the next thing that I'm about to speak about within this video, your videos are literally guaranteed to fail. And not a lot of people speak about this, especially the gurus, content gurus. So the next thing is an interest peak, and you probably never heard of this before, and you're like, bro, you're chatting shit, you don't know what you're on about. But an interest peak is something that comes after the hook of the video to keep the viewers watching. What you really need to understand is watch time is the most important metric in like just social media in general. So it's super important to keep people watching, and the longer people watch your videos, the longer people stay on the app, the more Zuck is going to actually bless you, okay? So Zuckerberg, he's going to push your videos out to more people, okay? I said that because I'm mostly focused on Instagram and like kind of Facebook. TikTok is the same thing, but yeah, okay? So there's around 7 to 8 interest peaks you can use, but I'm not going to go through all of that shit, like that's too long, okay? That's too much value as well. I'm going to go through around 3 interest peaks that you can use within your videos, and I'm also going to explain it in a bit more detail what it actually means, because you know I haven't explained it that much. So one is and by the way, I am looking at my computer right now, so if you're like, oh, what are you doing? I'm looking at my computer, okay? So one is a risk reversal, and this is basically, I've got a definition down here, reassuring the viewer that the video will be worth their time investment, almost making it seem like no matter what, if they watch your video, follow your video's steps, they will have nothing to lose and everything to gain, okay? So you're basically giving them a risk reversal, and you're like, okay, if you watch this video, you are gonna get what you want, okay, basically. So a risk reversal, so something like this, let me do an example, another fitness example, okay? So for example, this is what not to do when you're trying to grow a big chest. And by the way, this has worked for my client Steve, who grew an enormous chest and benched 100 kg within the first 2 weeks of us working together. That is a risk reversal, okay? So that's the first one, and a risk reversal. The second one is an authority endorsement, and this is stealing the credibility of an authority within your niche. Pretty much, instead of backing up your own logic, you're using that authority as leverage to back up what you're saying, okay? So for example, another one like this would be something like, this is exactly how to get huge biceps like James Bradley. But this is exactly how to get huge biceps. By the way, Chris Bumstead, who has won Mr. Olympia 7 times, uses this exercise, okay? So you're using an authority as leverage, okay? And the next is a controversial interest peak, and this is basically validating someone's opinion, or you can challenge it, okay? So validating someone's who's controversial opinion. So for example, you could say something like, girls can't drive, okay? You could say something like that, okay? Like Andrew Tate said that. You could literally say something like that, okay? So use that as leverage. Use those 3 as leverage. And if you want a full docs full of these interest peaks, just look down below in the description. There'll be a docs, and it will be full of interest peaks, okay? So that's the second one, interest peaks. I'm going to tick these off actually, okay? So tick, tick, and I'm actually going to cross these off. Tick, interest peak. After intriguing your viewer for more, there's something that you need to do that really makes or breaks whether your video will convert views into clients or not. And I'm assuming you're a business owner, you want leads and clients, you don't just want views, okay? So this is something called value. Okay, and this is where most people go wrong. Most people don't give any value at all because you've been told, okay, don't give value, save it for your product, save it for your service. No, we're in something called a trust recession right now. You need to build up trust with people, okay? And you can do this by literally giving value, okay? So that's the next thing, which is value, okay? And I'm just seeing if my mic's even on, or hopefully it's working, but value. Okay, you need to give value within your content. If you're not giving value, what's the point in even creating content? And yes, I'm actually gonna contradict myself right now, just real quick. Within short form content, yes, do not give away so much value, so much value, because you can't, because it's short form, you won't even be able to. But within your longer form content, like I'm doing right now, yes, give away value because it builds up trust. Like right now, you've probably seen me for the first time, or this is like, you've seen a couple videos of mine and you're like, damn, this guy knows his shit. Like, he's handsome and he knows his shit. Like, bro, I'm gonna buy from him. No, I'm only joking. But the handsome part, I'm not joking about. But anyway, yeah, so you need to give value. And a good tip I like to use here is intriguing your viewer for more within your short form videos to then go over to longer form content, because that's kind of the content funnel we implement. It's short form to longer form, and there's ads as well, but I won't speak about that today. So value is super important. So short form content, give value, but intrigue the viewers for more, and for them to move over to your longer form content and give a lot of value away for free in your longer form content, okay? So that's what I'm going to put here. That's for the value part of things. And there's no really structure to the value. Yes, you can do points, maybe like what this is number 1, number 2, number 3, so your editor can like put in some visual effects, etc. But there's no really structure to the value side of things. Just give away value, try be different, try not say the same thing as everyone else, and yeah, just be you, I guess. What the fuck? I don't know what that was. Anyway, and without this last thing that I'm going to run you through, your videos will literally be stuck in that 300 to 500 jail you're stuck in right now. And it's super important to have this thing. And loads of these content gurus, they don't mention this at all, but it's super important. And they think because it's the last bit of your video that it's not important. It's very important. And this is, I think, one of the most important things. And this is something called a call to action, a CTA, okay? And most people go wrong here, okay? They just say something like, oh, they just say something like this: follow me for more free game, follow me, oh, follow me, save this post. No, this is where most people go wrong. You need to incentivize people. Wait, before I say this, actually, the most important metrics of social media that you need to really dial in is watch time and shares and saves. Okay, so most people, yes, they say save this post, which is amazing, but you need to incentivize these people to save it or share it to people. And what I mean by this, instead of saying just like save this post, what's that gonna do? You need to say something like send this to a friend on their next chest day so they don't have a small chicken chest anymore, for example, okay? So that's very good to do because you're incentivizing people to send it to their friend, and this will start like these little arguments with their friends, like a little funny argument, like that's what friends do. They said like take the piss out of each other, okay? So that's going to incentivize them to send it to a friend, okay? And more shares equals your videos being pushed out to more people. So your call to action is super important. And yeah, don't just say, oh, save this post or follow me. There's 3 main call to actions you can use. Yes, 1 is follow if you want more followers, of course. 2 is a many chat sequence. This is just optimizing for people to say, to like comment the word keyword, I'll send you over a free training. And this is very good to get in leads and get an engagement, which means your videos will be pushed out. And also the save or share this post that I just went through. So save this post or send this to a friend that needs it on their next chest day so they don't have a chicken chest anymore. I don't know, like something like that, okay? Because this will incentivize people to send it to a friend. Or let's just say you're a business owner and you help other business owners scale, for example. Send this to an entrepreneur friend who's broke. And this will start a little argument, like a little funny, like kind of jokes that you have with your friends, okay? Okay, so now it's time for an example, and I'm gonna try and rub this off really quickly. But yeah, I hope you got some value from this video so far, guys. But I'm going to do a live example right now so you can see exactly what I mean, and so you can like just implement all of what I've just spoken about. But yeah, hope you got some value from it. But anyway, let me just come back when this is all done. And by the way, guys, I've just noticed it says HIV. Actually, that's not funny. Let's change the subject. But anyway, let's do a live example, okay? And again, I'm going to stick to the fitness examples because, as you probably know, that's what I'm good at. But yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, hook. So again, hook. You can either be controversial, you can use an authority, and I would also use a visual hook. But in this hook, I'm going to say something like this. I want to make it kind of controversial, okay? I'm going to say, and by the way, I am looking at my screen again to follow this script, but I'm going to say something like, you will never, ever, ever get a big chest if you keep on doing barbell bench press, okay? And really, on that ever, you're going to like really say it, okay? And this is really controversial because, you know, like people always say, oh, bench press is going to build your chest. It probably will build your chest, okay? But the thing is that it's controversial, and controversy always wins, okay? So that's what we're going to put for this one. We're going to put I'm not going to write it all down, but you will never ever, okay, you will never, ever, ever build a big chest if you keep on doing barbell bench press, okay? So next is the interest peak, and we're going to use an authority, an authority endorsement one. We're going to say something like, even Chris Bumstead, who has won Mr. Olympia 7 times, does not bench press. Here's what he does instead to get double Ds, for example, okay? We're going to use that as leverage. So Chris Bumstead, what a name, 7 times. We're going to do that, okay? So this is how it looks so far. We're going to say, you will never, ever, ever build a big chest if you still do barbell bench press, flat barbell bench press, okay? Even Chris Bumstead, who has won Mr. Olympia 7 times, does not do barbell bench press. Here's what he does instead. And next is, of course, the value. And this is what most of you don't give away any value, okay? You need to give away value. As I said in the video beforehand, you need to give away value. It's super important to do so, okay? So next is value, okay? So instead, I'm going to say something like this. Instead of doing flat dump a barbell press, I'm going to get the bench, I'm going to pull it at an incline and do incline barbell bench press instead, okay? And this makes you, and this gives you the illusion of you have a bigger chest because you're targeting the upper chest. That's what I'm going to say. So I'm going to say, I'm not going to write it all down again, but I'm going to say something like that. I'm just going to say something like incline press. Okay, so that's what I'm going to say. So this is how it looks now, okay? You will never, ever, ever build a big chest if you keep doing flat barbell press. Even Chris Bumstead, who has won Mr. Olympia 7 times, does not do this. He does, this is what he does instead to get double Ds. Instead, what you need to do is get your bench, pull it to an incline, and then do incline barbell press instead. And this hits the top of your chest, so it gives the illusion that you have double Ds. Okay, next is the call to action, and again, this is where most of you fuckers go wrong. You're gonna say, oh, save this video, save this fit, shush. No, say this instead, okay? You need to incentivize them. So this is what we're gonna say. Save this post and send it to a friend who has small tits and wants to get large ones. Okay, so send to, oh, friends, car friends. If you've seen the In-Betweeners and you're in the UK, you'll know what that is. Shout out to the In-Betweeners. Oh my god, no, I got to tell you about this thing. I don't know if you've seen it on like social media real quick. There's this old lady that gets off the bus and she says, bye driver, thanks driver, bye. And then it's like, bye, bye, bye. Bro, it's so funny, bro. Like, you'll probably think I'm crazy right now, but I showed this to my dad and he started laughing as well. And my dad doesn't laugh at a lot of things. So yeah, anyway, call to action. So that's the call to action, save this post, and this is how it looks all together. You will never, ever, ever get a big chest if you keep on doing flat barbell press. Even Chris Bumstead, who has won Mr. Olympia 7 times, doesn't do flat barbell press. Instead, this is what he does to get huge double Ds. Instead of doing flat, what you need to do is incline. So get your bench and pull it to an incline, and this is going to hit your upper chest and give the illusion that you have double D's. Save this post and send it to a friend that has small tits and wants to get big ones. Okay, so as you can see, it's a very, very good script. And of course you can change it up. You don't have to follow that one, but I'm going to leave it in the description. So if you are a fitness coach, you can use it. But any business, if you help other businesses, if you're an online coach, if you're a service-based business, you can use this structure within your videos to go viral, okay? And again, I've got over 100+ million views on social media for me and my clients. And also it's getting to 2025 now. Okay, like bro, you need to pattern up your social media. Okay, and you need to get on social media and start giving value, and this is what you can follow. You can follow this exact framework within your videos. So I hope you got some value from this video. If you are a business and you want to up your social media game and also get clients through your content, subscribe, because I post content like this literally every single week, 2 times a week. But I hope you got some value from this, guys, and peace.